So we talk about the deficit of staff within the NHS. Obviously, I've done previous segments on this about teams of nurses that start 4 or 5 nurses short, during the start of their shift, and sometimes it increases more. There are jobs not being filled because of a lack of expertise within the country, a lack of kind of incentive to be a nurse because, beyond just helping people, some nurses are using food banks because they're not paid enough. The hours are very long. Chances are, especially with COVID, you're going to see someone die, which a lot of healthcare workers have ended up with PTSD. So it's no surprise that we've had a shortage of NHS staff for a long time now in this country. A lot, like I said before, a lot of EU staff have left because of the xenophobia and the fact that they just don't feel welcome, which is a shame that this country treats people like that, especially people that are healers and people that will help you if something happens to you. They'll be the ones to make sure that you get through a rough time in your life, be it a breakdown physically or mentally. They're the ones that will help you, and we treat them badly.
Yes, I do agree, and actually this should be a focus for the government to make people to want to work in this industry more. First of all, they cut the NHS or the free education for people that were doing nursing or midwifery, and that affected the amount of people that were going for this education. And we know that already. I think, is it about 84,000 nurses and overall NHS staff is short in UK. So think about that, about 90,000 full-time people. Anyway, many people, as you said, from EU have gone. They need definitely to think about something, about consistency, how to make this work maybe a full-time work, how to give more opportunities, maybe make it free again, because again, if more people will have jobs within this industry, basic economics says you give people money, they will spend it into the economy. So consumption is part of GDP.
Yeah, I mean, the 1% pay rise for nurses just shows you how little the government care. And if you're a younger person who's thinking about going to nursing, why would you do it? You're not going to be treated well, you're not going to be valued, and it's going to be a very tough job for very little pay, which is a recipe for disaster, to be honest with you. Especially since I was just going to say it might be difficult to get in nurses from other countries because I believe the EU has like a standard for nursing, a qualification, and so we'd have to look at countries and look at equivalencies that we can give to other countries for to recruit them.
Yeah.
Say again?
That's a very good fact. In this way, UK has to do the equivalency we were speaking about earlier.
Yeah, and getting in more sort of Asian doctors isn't going to help because they're going to have the same problem that the EU, nurses and healthcare workers had, which is racism and xenophobia. So trying to get in people, foreign people to do these jobs will be difficult because most likely they'll probably suffer the same racial abuse. It'll probably be worse because of their skin color. So good luck with that, Tory government, because you done botched it for everyone.
Let's see what will happen. And one thing to mention, I would definitely look at rewording, calling medical staff, especially midwives, nurses, drivers, paramedics, low-skilled jobs. That's wrong.
Yeah.
These are very, very skilled people that know how to save your life, and to save someone's life, that's the highest skill you can have.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's because of how much they're paid, and if they were paid more, I think it would be called a high-skilled job. You don't call a plumber or an electrician a low-skilled job. Calling nurses and the ones that actually have a qualification low-skilled is massive disrespect.